Nice to see you. I'm glad you're joining me today. I know I look a mess, but I just had to share this recipe with you. So I think I'm going to put a hat on because I haven't washed my hair, I haven't done anything, and who cares, right? I'm really excited about this this recipe. So anyway, hang on. Let me just, I hope I shaved my armpits. Let me just tuck this up under here. All right. Now, I made this last night. It's a lasagna, and it was inspired by my wonderful daughter-in-law, who is also vegan. So we did this last night, and it was so phenomenal that I'm just doing it again now. And I'm just going to whip it together, and let's have a look. You know, I'm just touching my hair, so I should wash my hands, but it's just for me, so I'm not going to bother. But I've got some extra firm tofu in here. I'm adding some nooch, of course, and some chopped up garlic. And then I've got to watch our notes of what we did. Right. Then some basil, salt, and pepper. Okay, there we go. Pepper. Whee! Little salt. Just, you know, we don't want to overdo it. Like, it's hardly anything. Basil, hang up. I've got my basil plant here, and I'm just gonna rip it up. Lots of it. Oh, let's have lots of it. So I had my girlfriend over last night, and we just couldn't stop eating this. We ate the whole thing between us. Just getting some lemon juice. Here we go. I'm back. So Alex, that's my daughter-in-law, she went upstairs with one of the lasagnas, and I stayed down here with the other and entertained my girlfriend. And just loved it. Alex made hers not with regular pasta, and I made mine with brown rice, gluten-free. So, not for me. I'm not necessarily gluten-free, but my girlfriend is, so I did it for her, and it turned out so phenomenal. So I'm just adding a whole bunch of lemon juice. I'm just eyeballing the how much. That was probably, I'm gonna say. Well, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna have the recipe for you on my website, on my blog. So just bear with me. And then in here also I've got the extra firm tofu. Now, this is of course the ricotta, right? So a lot of people are making ricotta out of the extra firm tofu. It's not something I've come up with, but I don't know who thought of it, or I think probably vegetarians or vegans a long time ago, or I bet you it's been done forever. Now, was there anything else in that? I don't think so. No, that's it. So that's my... Alex puts some olive oil in hers, but like a little bit, but I'm not doing that. I don't think it's needed, so I'm not putting that in. This is her recipe. Now, just wash my hands. Okay, ricotta done. Ricotta. I just need a little more sparkling. Hang on. Oh, this is my sparkling wine. A little bit of lemon juice in there. There we go. Okay. Moving on, I'm going to just go over the tomato sauce. I'll bring the camera over and do a close-up, I guess, or it just looks like tomato sauce. I mean, we've all got our recipes and what we like to make for our tomato sauce. So I will, you know, have what I do. I'll write it out on the blog, but you can certainly you just make a tomato sauce or buy one and put it in. Just check the ingredients and make sure, you know, it's to your standards of what you're eating. Some of them can be full of a lot of fat. Or anyway, I'm gonna go on. I grabbed some oregano and some thyme out of my herb garden. And then I added a little bit of dried oregano and thyme too. I just like to do that. Grab the camera and just give a close-up of that, and then I'll move on from there. Okay? Just 1 second. Okay, see? I told you it's just regular tomato sauce. I'm going to cut up the zucchini, because zucchini will go in it. And just going to cut them nice and thin. Doesn't have to be like, don't worry too much or think too much about it. Just do your best and slice them along lengthwise. And when you get back to this little guy, you can either flip it this way so it's a little more well, safe for you cutting, or just go slow and keep going. I mean, it doesn't matter if you get some are not as cooked as other pieces. It's fine. It'll just be more nutritious, like a little bit chewier. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that because I might just need one and not two. And just a second. I'm gonna grab my raw paw dog, little Lucy. She loves zucchini. She loves zucchini. Oh look, now the other one wants it. Here, Lola. Here, Lola. Come. You want to give it to Lucy? You go. You don't want it. You like it chopped up finer. Yeah, it's my old gal. Can you believe she's over 15 years old, just over, and 15-year-old vegan. She's doing great. She got cataracts. She can't see too well, but yeah, she's all right though. I'll take a video of her, and she can still run. She's got great muscle tone. She's doing great. Okay, now let me sip my bubbly. Okay, am I staying in here? All right. So we're gonna start assembling. I'm just gonna grab the spinach. So I've washed a bunch of spinach. I love spinach, so I'm going to pack it with lots. And then I've got the good old trusty, vegan cheese. Just find one that works with you, that you like. I try not to use too much of it because, it's not, you got to watch some of these things. They're not the best, So watch your ingredients and then use a little bit. And I just find... Anyway, you know what I mean. Anyway, I'll shut up. I'm gonna grab my pan. Now this brown, right? Last night I used a different brand that needed, and I boiled it a bit, and it was fine. It turned out great. And then I was in the where do you go shopping? In the produce place, the grocery store. That's what it's called, a grocery store. Oh dear. See, I went. This is what menopause does to your brain when you're 50. Okay, so I was so inspired to make this again, and then I found this one, and it's like an oven ready one. I won't show you the brand or anything because I don't want you to think I'm pushing anything. But again, I found a brown rice pasta that's oven ready. So I'm going to try it this way this time. Now, we need, just going to double check her, excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So in my tomato, this is how I do my tomato sauce. I'm not sure how Alex does hers, but anyway, so in there's half a red onion, and I add celery and a little bit of carrot. So, because in Italy that's called your sofrito, and you add, your onion and your carrot and your celery, and you chop it up fine, and that's a base for a lot of things. So, again, not something I came up with, just something I've learned about. Now, I'm going to put, of course, typical lasagna, right? You get that base in there of sauce, nice and hot. You know what I forgot? To put the my toaster oven on, because it's just me. I use my toaster oven a lot, so I'm just going to put it on 400 degrees. I threw it on. Now, we've got that. In goes the pasta. Look, why is it? It never just fits. You know, it's always the way, isn't it? Oh, I gotta break that much off. Well, it's still gonna go in there. Not wasting it. There we go. There. Okay, so I got that, and then I don't think, like, it's not that important how you, there it is, how you build it. I mean, do it as you like. I mean, I'll write down, I'm just throwing the ricotta in there now. Like, it's a lasagna, right? You can't do it wrong with your layers. So I've got that on. And I think throw in some daya on top of the, or whatever vegan cheese you're using. A little bit on top. And then let's go in, let's do some spinach. Yay! It's not rocket science. It's not a big deal. It's whatever you want. I'm going to throw a little bit more of this on top, just blah, blah, blah. There we go. Okay. Hit it with some more pasta. I always like this, do a little push. There we go. And I don't know what I feel like. Okay, let's throw in the zucchini. Okay, so that's one zucchini. Just whipping it in there. Let's give you a little visual. Okay, zucchini. And what do I feel like? I'm gonna throw some more ricotta on top of that. I'm gonna use the rest of it. Ricotta. Ricotta. There we go. Alright. And then again. Oh, look, I forgot this guy. Let's just jam him in there. There you go. Like, it's just not gonna matter. Alright. One more of this on top. Oh, I can't wait. This is gonna be so good. Now, last night when I made it with the pasta that I had pre-boiled, I ended up, it was great. It was done so fast. It cooked in like 25 minutes, and I let it sit for 5 minutes, and we were eating. So this, it might take a little bit longer. So I'll keep track, and then we'll write it down. We're kind of learning this one together, because, let me see, I've had it, this will be the third time I've worked with this recipe, and like you will, I'm making it my own, but it started with the base of what Alex did. You know what though? No, I want to throw some more spinach on top of that. There, wait, it's okay. There. All right. Like, can you have enough spinach in a lasagna? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, there we go. Now, I think this will be the top now. You know what? I'm gonna do this too. I'm gonna put cheese on top of the spinach. Can you see? Should I move that? Put cheese on. Again, I'm not gonna overdo it with it because, yeah, I told you why. I don't have to tell you again. Okay, so we got this. This is gonna be the top. And in my experience when working with like the oven ready pasta, it likes a little more liquid, like a little runnier sauce. Oh, that's gonna be so good. So good. All right. Finish with the cheese again. to whatever, however much you would like on there. If you want to use the whole bag, use the whole bag. There. Alright, just because you're watching, I'm gonna add a little more than what I normally would. Okay, there we go. Going into the toaster oven. Alright. Alright, let's have a peek. That's been 25 minutes. It's not long enough yet, but wanted to give you a peek. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yum, yum. So with my meal this evening, I'm going to have my wonderful Crazy Vegan 8. The only difference I'm going to do with it this time is because asparagus is in season, I'm going to throw in some raw asparagus. Raw asparagus is the bomb for your microbiome. It's so good for it. So I guess it'd be called a Crazy Vegan 9. Adding that. Anyway, I'll leave one other thing out and put that in. Let's keep it an 8. Hey, that's why it's called crazy. I've got a YouTube video on that if you want to see it. Okay, I've pulled it out of the oven. And one more thing I wanted to mention is I like to add a Chinese eggplant as well. So, but as you could see by the video, I forgot to cut it up and put it in. It was sitting right behind me, right there. Anyway, I like that in there because it, you know, it creates a little bit of eggplant parmesan-y feeling. So, for me, and I like that. And the Chinese eggplant's just a little sweeter and smaller. I like them a little bit more, not as tough I find, but anyway, or bitter. Okay, I'm gonna dish it up. So thanks for joining me. I'm going to really enjoy this meal again tonight. What else does a girl do on a Friday night? I've got my Crazy Vegan 8. I've got my beautiful lasagna. If you're wondering what these are, they are the flowers of my chives. In case you haven't seen chives flower before. I can run you over quick to have a look if you like. All right, let's do it. There you go, flowering chives with beautiful little honeybees at work. Nice and busy. Well, thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. Just, find it, hit it, and if you like it, that thumb, and just, you got nothing to lose. Join me for some other videos. I'm learning. I'm working at this, and I'm glad you're along for the ride. Those of you that are watching, and I'm gonna get there. So I'm just gonna keep trying and get better and better. I might have talked a little fast in this video. I promise to slow down a bit and take that into consideration. You have to be more articulate. Okay, let me dish it up and I'm gonna go eat, and I'm gonna cue the music, all by myself. All right.